It's April 11th and we are in storm watch, but let me tell you a little secret. This is how I really know if we go into storm watch, because this is what happens to my little dog. Her name is Rainbow and she turns into the biggest scaredy cat whenever we're getting a storm. So that's how I can tell when active weather is on its way. That was taken this morning. Now let's take a look at what we were seeing this morning. We were seeing some freezing conditions. Thanks to Daniel, he's one of our news writers. He sent this in. That was a tree just right outside of our studio. So you can only imagine what it was looking like out on the roads. Quite a mess out there this morning. We saw lots of problems, lots of crashes. In some areas, it almost looked like a winter wonderland out there. Drew sent this in from Brampton. And as you can tell through here, this car is completely caked in ice. So he needed to scrape his windshield this morning. That's for sure. At the Travelers Network, we're going to continue to monitor these travel conditions. Right now, not looking too bad because we're not seeing any precipitation. But here's where we're continuing to monitor. Taking a look at this, anywhere north of the 401, so the 400 into Barrie, the 404, the 427, looking at those areas because that's waiting at Pearson, waiting for those off-ramps to de-ice, especially getting into Pearson as well, into the terminals. That's where we are seeing delays. Now, you will want to be with us tomorrow morning, Friday morning, because that's where we're going to start to see a real messy system sweep through southern Ontario. Tom Reynolds will be here to help you through that morning commute, so you won't want to miss it. Jacqueline Whittle and Tom Reynolds will be here because it's going to be a messy one tomorrow morning.
This weather.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Rachel here from the Travelers Network, and we've been monitoring the road conditions all night. Volume, we're looking pretty good. We're not seeing any major delays, but we are seeing that risk of freezing road conditions, especially anywhere north of the 401. So looking at the 404, the 400, the 427 as well. But what you can do is take a look at travelersnetwork.com, and you'll be able to see the road conditions through here. Also, it's a great idea to sign up for a free account at Travelers Network. You can also download our app. That will really help you out through storm watch that we are seeing this April. We are in storm watch here at the Weather Network. I know, April 11th, that's definitely not what you want to hear. But first, I'll give you a little bit of good news. Earlier, we were watching the roads, and it wasn't too bad. Travelers Network, we were looking at the commute, and I tweeted out, what a weird commute we are seeing. And I tweeted that to Mike out in our Travelers Network studio. We are seeing a very light commute out on the Don Valley Parkway, the Gardner. Usually, these are quite jammed and congested, but I think a lot of people may be a little scared to drive. They're taking the night off, so we're not seeing those problems. What we are seeing, though, is very wet road conditions. Now, if we take a look at our map here, this is the area that we're going to have to watch. Anywhere north of the 401, that's where we're going to start to see the freezing conditions. So 404 through Richmond Hill in towards Newmarket, 400 especially right in towards Barrie. Also looking at a little bit of freezing conditions on the 427 as well as the 410. This is a photo that Charlie tweeted us. This was from Richmond Hill. So look at that backyard. Definitely needed a windshield scraper to kind of scrape that ice off for him. Right now, though, it looks like we are seeing the rain. So we're not seeing those freezing conditions out on the roads through Oakville, Burlington, out in towards Hamilton. It's looking pretty good. Not too bad. It just is wet. So we are seeing some areas of low visibility, but not freezing. If you are out walking on the sidewalk, do be cautious because we could be seeing some slippery conditions. Now, tomorrow morning, that's when the commute is going to get tricky. We are seeing freezing temperatures. So Tom Reynolds will be here starting at 5 a.m. You will need to tune in to get all the details on that Friday morning commute.